Alright, hello guys, this is going to be a review, walkthrough, slash overview of a 2015 Bass Tracker Pro 170. My dad and I bought this brand new 2015 from Bass Pro Shops. This is basically what you're going to expect in the package. Hopefully this will help. There's not a lot of videos that go into detail about the Pro 170. Same thing goes for the 160. And those are really the two that you have to pick between when you're looking at maybe a first bass boat, like in my case. So here it is. Start off with the trailer. It is a aluminum Tracker Match trailer. It has gavel shield protection. Comes standard with the swing away tongue. That allows around a 20-foot storage length. Our garage is 21 feet with the shelf taken down. And that is perfect. You want about 21 feet. You get away with maybe 20 and a half, but 21 is enough to close the garage door and wiggle behind the engine. Also, you do need some height. If you want to put shelving over it, you do need height. Alright. In the back, comes standard with Mercury 40 horse power trim and tilt outboard. Hydraulic steering. I love it. It's a light bass boat. Down here, you have the drain, aerator, pump in, and over here, you have the bilge pump. Comes with the tie downs. Probably a better idea to some point upgrade to the type where you just strap it right on and it tightens. And also, it does come with the transom saver. That is a feature. And this is the transducer for an upgraded fish finder that I have. Getting on up into the boat. Alright, moving on up. Right here, you can see this is where the anchor stern light goes. On the back, to fuel it, there's a fuel cap. That's how you fuel it. And also back here, this is where there's a little access to get to your bilge area. That is very nice. When it comes to accessing it, and I'll show you why. Another thing to mention, not on all outboards, but the trim is on the port side. Alright. Moving on in this compartment. Comes with an 11-gallon fuel tank and two 12-volt interstate batteries. One for cranking, one for the trolling motor. As you can see, to get over to your bilge area, it's almost impossible. That is where you would need your access. Seat pedestal, same seats as the riding chairs. Back deck, the aft deck, you are going to fit one person. One person casting. Every now and then when we're anchored up, I'll fish. When we're just pan fishing with slip bob or slip rigs, we'll just tune back in here, and it's fine because you're not casting constantly. But one in front, one in back. Right here, this is where you have your largest storage. This is also lockable. This is where I keep the life jackets. You can fit 3 or 4 in here. 3 is fine. 3 is perfect. You can see them. I also keep an anchor in there. a dry box, a first aid kit, fuel treatment, extra oil, and you could easily get more stuff in there. Another life jacket. We usually put food in there. And maybe sometimes co-anglers, they can put tackle in there. But with 4 life jackets, that does get somewhat cramped. Be careful when you lock it. If you have to force it to lock it, don't lock it. Because I've had it happen where I've forced it locked, and it was really difficult getting it open because I had a life jacket pinned up against it. So don't force it. Here we have our 2 riding chairs. I have nothing wrong with them. They're really comfortable, really smooth, nice, perfect for a bass boat. The only problem that could be a concern is durability. They are made out of the plastic. Seems like an alright plastic, but in the long run, we'll see how durable they are. Perfect for me so far. Underneath the port side seating, this is where I keep dock line. A bag full of pretty much anything and everything. Sunscreen, bug spray, hand sanitizer, stuff like that. Got a towel, keep snacks, speaker, extra parts, extra line, paper towel. This is where you keep your nav lights. This is where I keep my throwable. Comes with a paddle and a fire extinguisher. And it does go farther back underneath the driver's seat. Originally, this is where I wanted to put all my life jackets. I just wanted this to be my life jacket and throwable spot. And if you're planning on that too, that's not going to happen. It's a little bit too shallow. Not enough space in there, but it's perfect for just your day stuff. Moving on over to the console. We're just going to run it. The gauges do light up on it, which is very nice. Comes with a tachometer, fuel gauge, and a speedometer. Aerator, bilge pump, nav lights, anchor lights, and a horn, all standard. Comes with the Lowrance Elite 4, and new for the 2015 is the Color Edition. Comes with the color. I went ahead and I got myself a Lowrance Elite 5 Chirp with the DSI and chart plotter. And this thing's awesome. It rocks. Also up on the console is the only drink holder. Storage space that's overlooked is underneath the console. This is where I fit a cooler. And it's still enough space for me to put my legs down there. Fuel gauge. This is power trim. Kill switch. And also, if you press this little mercury symbol, you can stay neutral but rev the engines. So that way you can warm up your engine while you're still at the ramp. That way you're still neutral, so it's fine. And also when you start it, you push in on the key to add choke. This is where you have your drain. Water, when you're fishing out in the rain or cleaning it, water goes into here, just goes into the bilge, you just pump it out. Moving up. Comes with courtesy light. It's pretty bright, actually. Careful not to bump into it. Also, there is a tinted windshield. It's fine, I like it. keeps the sun out of your eyes. But one thing that does happen, trolling motor gets wet. When you're running down the lake, it drips on your windshield, and you get watermarks, and that makes it fairly difficult to see out of. So just wipe it down every now and then. Right here is either love it or hate it. Just extend the deck flush with the console, and you have more storage. I thought that, but I love it because it turns out to be the perfect size for co-angler's tackle box. Instead of having to take out their favorite lures, put it in a box, they can just take the entire thing. Excuse me. And they can just drop it right in there. Keeps it out of the way. It's a perfect spot for it, actually. The side of the rod locker, something that I added, is a little Rapala tool rack that's magnetic. Perfect spot for it. Didn't want to put it on the console. Didn't want holes in there. And you do need self-tapping screws if you're going to drill anything into this boat. It's all aluminum. Don't use the screws that they give you. Go to Ace and get self-tapping screws. Perfect spot. People in the back, people in the front, both can get to it. Here we have the rod locker. This is the second lockable storage in here. Keep a small net, only for bass. You're not going to get anything else in it, just for bass. I fit 12 spinning rods in here. You may get 15 spinning rods in here, if you're lucky. Maybe one or two more casting. This is also where you store your stern light in here. It has a little holder for it. And I would highly recommend buying yourself some rod socks when you put in this locker. Because, trust me, you're using something with double treble hooks, and you're going to have a heck of a time trying to pull it out from the bottom underneath 5 rods. Lockable, it's nice. Here we have the live well. 15 gallons. It's fine. I don't really do tournament fishing, but it works for 5 bass. You're not gonna fit like some crazy 20-pound bag in here of 5 4-pounders. That would be tight, but hey, it's perfect for panfish, for eating a dinner at night, and you're gonna get some nice fish in there. And just an average bag takes like 4 minutes to pump up completely, 4 or 5 minutes. So if you're planning on keeping fish, pump it up before you caught them, because it takes a while. Sorry, it also comes with a bait well mold for it. Did not come with mine. You can buy one, and there is a little mold for it. Moving on to the last storage. This is where I keep my tackle. Perfect tackle storage. I'll bring everything out, show you what I fit. Got 3 your standard boxes. Spinnerbait box. 2 small planos. A large soft plastic box. Another soft plastic box. You could probably fit another half with all of this. It does go farther out underneath the deck, so that is a nice storage option. Pretty much good for tackle. You can fit, there's enough room also for co-angler. They just want to throw a couple of their boxes in here. Well, I'm putting this away. I'd like to talk about the size of the deck. 2 up front, 1 up back. I fish the front up here, and we're perfectly fine. We're casting, we're a little bit conscious of where our backswing is, and we don't have a problem with it. Here's your seat pedestal mount. Comes with two of them, one in the front, one in the back. So it comes with both. Something that I've added, rod straps, one on each side. $5 at Bass Pro. And it's worth, trust me, it's worth the 3 Abu Garcia oars that I've had kicked in by my friends and my dad. It's a smart option. And it's also less rods that you have to keep in the locker. I mean, I put all my rods out and tow them down the highway. And that way I can put my friends' rods in the locker. Comes with the Minn Kota Edge 45, and it's kind of a cheap out. Pretty sure it's the cheapest trolling motor possible they could put on here. And at some point, if you want to fish 20 and 30 mile an hour winds, you're going to need an upgrade. But for small lakes, this is perfect. It's plenty enough on 4 and 5. It's a big difference. We've had a couple times where we've almost fallen off on 5 where we're not ready for it. It's a nice foot pedal though. Foot pedal is very nice. The standard on the 170 is the Lowrance Elite 4 color edition for the 2015. And this is kind of the other cheap out on the boat. That's it. And I moved it up front because you're not really going to get any much use out of it except for depth, water temp. And maybe you're going to find out if the bottom's rocky or sandy or hard or soft. That's about it. You're not going to locate your fish. Good luck. So just move it up front and upgrade something on the console. That works perfect for me. This is where the outlet is for the foot pedal. And this is where you have the nav lights. Also, another little courtesy thing is this little traction thing on the bow. It's useful for two things. Obviously getting up and on the boat while loading it and launching it so you don't slip. And also a nice little spot for sight fishing when you're up in maybe a foot of water in a creek. Stand up here with your glasses on. You have a pretty good view, sight fish a little bit, and you're not going to slip. Another thing to add for the Edge 45 that I've done, I've mounted my transducer for the Elite 4 up on the trolling motor. And also, I went ahead and bought the Weed Wedge 2 MKP 32. That is what you need for the Edge 45. And this thing works perfectly. The prop that it comes with, if you're going through lilies, every 30 seconds you're going to be pulling up your prop and pulling them off. So just go out there, Cabela's Bass Pro. It's like $25, and just keep the prop it comes with on the boat, and you have an extra prop, so you can just bang the crap out of that thing on rocks, and you don't have to worry about it. Just changing the other prop. So that's pretty much it. Everything on the 170. Hopefully this has answered some questions. Maybe it's convinced you to get this awesome boat. Hopefully this will help settle between the 160 and the 170, because those are the two you're most likely going to be looking at if you're looking at this boat. And if you do get it, hopefully you can have as much fun as I'm having with my friends. It's an awesome boat. I love it. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully this